Hi guys, I'm back up here with another reading for the collective. Remember, all readings are not for all, they're for some. Take what you need and leave the rest, as well as we got that slot open for personal readings. If you feel guided or interested in purchasing one of those, you can DM me. We can get you set up. Come fuck with your girl, okay? As well as going to drop a comment down below. Love to hear from you guys. It's going to start the discussion so we all can get on one accord. As well as it's going and share these vids, man. Let's get this divine knowledge out here for the collective so we all can get on one accord. Okay, so we got extra energy. Before we get into that energy, let's go on and address the layout. What's above you is your fourth, fifth dimension, what your higher self really wants you to know in these moments in time. Okay, what's below you is your third dimension, what you possibly could be going through in the physical, or advice on how to maneuver in the physical. Okay, overall energy, advice, and light work. All right, collective, let's go on and get it popping with this extra energy. Okay, oh, also we got a message from a definition to tie all this all together. Okay, so let's go on and get it popping. Okay, so the word is, if I can pull it up. Dog, I'm sorry. Okay, so the word is divine. Okay, what is divine? Of, from, or like God, or a God. Okay, let me read it again. Divine. Of, from, or like God, or a God. Okay, so what I'm getting off of this energy in these moments of time based off of that definition there, it's about us completing our karmic cycles to get into our divine cycles in life, right? This is that energy. You take care of shit in the world, then you take care of shit in your divine self, godly shit. That has to do with your purpose, helping people, this, that, and the third. And then you handle your everyday life. That would be survival, work, paper, that shit, right? We as divines juggle both, okay? Check out D Boom. He will put you more on that because that was a great ideology. Y'all can tell that I watch D Boom like a motherfucker. He be putting niggas on. I'm just saying. Name LLE Ascension. He'll put you on. Anyways, let's keep moving forward. Like I said, we have divine cycles and then we got karmic cycles in these moments in time, and we juggle them both, right? This is that energy in these moments in time here. When it comes to this energy here, it's about us really completing that karmic cycle to get into our divine cycle. So getting on our purpose and doing what is necessary to get shit together, okay? All right, so let's go on and get this extra energy. We got the Seven of Swords, Two of Wands, Eight of Cups, and the Ace of Cups, okay? So with this energy, it has to do with you being at a crossroads when it comes to your karmic self, or living below your means to getting into these divine realms, right? This is that energy in these moments in time. It has to do with us really tapping into who we are, right? So with this Seven of Swords, with this Two of Wands, what I see here is you either got two choices. You can stay in an overdue cycle in these moments in time, or you can walk away to some new shit, to some a whole new vibe in these moments in time here, okay? This is that energy in these moments in time here. It's here for you to really tap into this new energy, okay? But I feel like you guys are really kind of indecisive about the road that you're wanting to walk here. Why? It's coming from a sense that the moment that you walk towards becoming divine and trying to live your life in the most godliest way possible, because we are still human, right? And we do make mistakes, right? Right. But making a conscious decision to walk with God, the fuck shit that you was on prior before, that shit can't come with you. Right? This is that energy in these moments in time. Of course, anybody would be iffy, right? Not feeling like they can't meet up the quota, I guess to say, in these moments in time here. But spirit in these moments in time, oh my God, it's really letting us know that we can get shit done, you know, because we're a direct extension from source. right? This is that energy in these moments in time. It's about us manning up on our decisions and moving forward, getting up out of these cycles, because the cycles that we're prior in are cycles that we're used to. That's like comfort zone. Walking with God is like walking into the unknown. Let me say that shit again for the people in the back. Walking with God is like walking into the unknown. You don't know it, right? You don't know what to expect. Fucking with God. You don't know where your life's gonna take you. Fucking with God. You don't know, right? This is that energy in these moments in time here. That's why not many people fuck with God, because it's unknown, right? This is that energy in these moments in time here. It takes strength, power, dominion to even fuck with God on that level. And we're talking about fuck with God, not just post a post up and that's what it is, right? It's really fucking with God. Right? This is that energy in these moments in time here, because God's going to test you to help you become the best version of yourself. Right? God's going to put you in fucking scenarios where it's going to stretch you. And where it's going to put you in a position where you're going to be uncomfortable. There's going to be discomfort. Right? Fucking with God, you got to get comfortable with the uncomfortable. Right? There's no more comfort zone fucking with God. Right. This is that energy here. It's like you're at a crossroads of staying in comfort zone or walking the path with God and going right into the unknown, which hence is going to cause insecurity because you're unaware, right? You feel secure here because you know what to expect here, right? It's going to bring up old feelings, suppressed feelings, doubts, walking with God. But you know what? We overcome that shit as divines. God always reveals God's power to us, where we start strengthening that relationship with God, where we start strengthening that trust system with God. The more that we trust and the more that we have faith in God and really take the actions towards God, that's when God reveals more of itself to you. Right? This is that energy in these moments in time. It all depends on what are you willing to do to become the best version of yourself? What are you willing to do to tap into the best you that you can be? To be the best you is fucking with God. Whatever God is to you, okay? It could be Allah, higher self, most high, whatever you associate the God frequency with, that's what it is. Okay? All right, let's get on in this reading here, okay? All right, so what's above the collective? Yeah. This is an energy in these moments in time. You're really blessed and highly favored in these moments in time when it comes to your life and when it comes to your life purpose and the path that you're moving, right? This is that energy. All God needs you to really see things is from a wider perspective. Really expand your lens so you can really see the whole picture, okay? Because when you're looking directly at a problem, right? When you're looking directly at adversity or a challenge here, it might look like, oh shit, I might be asked out. I'm not equipped for this, or I don't know if I can overcome this, right? But the moment that you scale back, pull your lens back and see things from all four corners, right? From a higher perspective, from a bird's eye view, that's when you'll see, oh shit, if I go this way, I can defeat this way, this, that, and the third, right? It actually shows you the true the truth about the situation. Right? This is that energy in these moments in time. All you need to do is think outside the box. Fucking with God, you got to think outside the box. Right? This is that energy in these moments in time here. Coming into awareness of who you are and what you bring to the table. When you understand your power, actually, rephrase that. When you understand the power of God, you understand your personal power because you are God, right? You're a direct extension from God, which makes you a God, right? Because you are in his or her image, right? This is that energy in these moments in time when you tap into who you are, when you understand something, that's when you unlock the teachings within yourself. That's when that's when you start to really see your life transform. You start to see God really work in your life. and you start to see miracles in your life that was directly, strategically for you, in your eyes only, right? And it's like, we all had that moment that some shit just line up so fucking well that you know that was God, right? This is that energy in these moments in time here when it comes to who you are and the creator that you serve. It's about you really in this energy of down for whatever, right? This is that energy in these moments in time. The more that you walk away from things that is not serving you, because we're completing that karmic cycle to get into these divine cycles, right? This is that energy. You start to see the light in your fucking darkness. God reveals the light to you in your fucking darkness. The more that you work on yourself, the more that you heal yourself, the more that you push through this adversity, the more that you push through setbacks, the more that you push through this these challenging times, the more that you push through, you start to understand your strength. You start to understand why the fuck God chose you for the job in the first place. God never gives you nothing that you cannot fucking handle. Let me say that shit again for the people in the back, right? I'm so tongue twisted, y'all. I'm sorry. Get the message. God does not give you shit that you cannot handle, right? This is that energy in these moments in time here, and you're starting to understand that as you start to look back at your life and the shit that you've been through, and the shit that you've overcame. As you're really tapping into who you are, you're looking up to spirit. When we get out of the womb, right? We look up, right? Everything we look up. We look up to our elders. We look up to our parents. We look up. Everything's always up, right? This is that energy. We're never looking down in the world. We're looking up. This is us looking up towards God. Can't make this shit up. This is us looking up towards God. Right here. Right here. Here it is. Looking up towards God, like, what's next? Y'all know that this is my God card, not for the imagery, for the symbolism. What's next? What's the next cycle I need to overcome? What's the next problem I need to overcome? What's the next challenge? This is that energy. As long as you're staying connected with your creator, nothing can touch one hair on your fucking head. Let me repeat that shit again for the people in the back. As long as you are connected with your source, connected with your creator, connected with your fucking star player, yourself, not one person, place, or thing can touch one hair on your fucking head. Right? This is that energy really changing the perspective on how you're viewing your life, as well as how you're viewing the pinnacles in your life. Right? This is really slowing down to analyze the pinnacles in your life, the things that you've already manifested in your life, seeing what needs to stay in your life and what needs to go in your life, right? This is that energy in these moments in time here, because some of these pinnacles in your life have been in your life and they're really past overdue, right? Hey, honey, they're past overdue. This is that energy in these moments in time. The more that you tap into who you are, analyzing the pinnacles that you have, right? Taking the time to really analyze the pinnacles that you have, you can distinguish between what is the weak links in your harvest. Because when it comes to a harvest in general, right? Let's talk about the harvest. Let's talk about the shit in our lives, right? You have to till a harvest. You have to make sure shit is good. You got to make sure your soil's fertilized, right? Hopefully that's the right word. You also have to make sure there ain't no weeds in that motherfucker. You got to make sure you're planting good ass seeds, because so they can be ready for harvest season, right? Because when you plant a bad seed, you reap bad fruit, right? This is that energy in these moments in time. When you slow down and analyze some of the pinnacles in your life, you're understanding you got a couple seeds. You got a couple weeds in that motherfucker. This could be people. This could be places. This could be things. Whatever this energy that is hindering the growth of your harvest in these moments in time here need to be removed. Right. This is that energy in these moments in time. It's about you really tapping into who you are. When you tap into who you are, understand something, that's when you really get closer to yourself. It's about you really connecting with your star player, right? This is that energy being able to balance yourself and truly understand who you are and making these shifts, making these this leeway in your life here, right? This is that energy when it comes to who you are and what you're bringing with the Strength card. This is you really punching at that wall, breaking at that fucking barrier until that bitch falls down, right? This is that energy when it comes to you really evolving. It's going to be uncomfortable. You're going to feel a lot of discomfort. You're going to feel the birthing pains of your evolution. You're going to feel the birthing pains of maturing, right? Of growing. Growth is painful, y'all. Change is painful. That's why I can't stand when motherfuckers say, oh, you switched up. You changed. This, that, and the third. Bitch, shame on you for staying the fucking same. You grow. Everything in life is in motion. It's always moving. So you staying still and stagnant and the same that you was last year, the same that you was the year before that, shame on you. Right? Fuck out of here with that bullshit. I never understood that shit. Anyways, let's keep moving forward. Shame on you for not changing. Right? Let's keep moving forward. It's about you understanding if you're not putting actions in what you do, you ain't gonna gain no fucking pinnacles. Right? Because it goes head, shoulders, knees, and toes. Right? Heads, thoughts, ideologies, mental state, where you're going. Cups. Emotions, how you feel about what you're thinking about, right? Knees, wands, actions, what you're doing on what you feel and think about. Toes, pinnacles, the physical manifestations from your actions of the passion that you've had, that you thought, of the thought that you thought of, right? This is that energy in these moments of time here. If you're not making no moves in your life, run it back. Life is always in motion, okay? So that being said, the moment that you stop, everything in your life stops. So you got to constantly be in motion. You got to constantly be moving, okay? Because the moment that you stop, everything stops, right? This is that energy. That's when you start to feel that stagnancy in your life. That's when you start to feel shit not clicking in your life, right? This is that energy in these moments in time here. Going back to old habits, behaviors, digressing into shit that you know damn well that we don't need to be entertaining no more. It's going to cause stagnancy. Like at the beginning of this reading we talked about, we got divine cycles, right? We got karmic cycles. We've been in a karmic cycle for a minute now. It's time for us to graduate so we can get into these divine cycles. As divines, we do them both. We juggle them both, right? We do shit for the world and we do shit for God, right? This is that energy in these moments in time here. We can't be so caught up with the world that we forget about God. Let me repeat that shit again for the people in the back in case y'all motherfuckers ain't hear me. We can't get so caught up in the world where we forget about God and the shit that we got to be doing for God, right? This is that energy in these moments in time here. As long as we're staying connected with our star player, we're understanding what we need in these moments in time here. Like in these moments in time, you already know what you need to do. What you need to shift in your life, shift that shit. Stop playing around. Get to work, right? This is that energy. It's always purpose over person. Like I said, fucking with God is the unknown, okay? That's why people don't really fuck with God like that. It's because it's unknown. You can't predict what God gonna do for your fucking life, right? Hence, what causes insecurity. You don't feel secure, right? Walking into the unknown, right? But eventually you will adapt. Let me say that again for the people in the back, okay? When you first decide to start fucking with God, you feel this energy here, right? Until you start seeing God work. God reveals itself to you when you when you ask. This is that energy here when you give that acknowledgement, when you give that indication like, God, I'm ready. Right? I'm ready to walk your way, do what I need to do, and get on my purpose and really get on these divine cycles. That's when God fucking reveals its hand to you. That's when God starts to show you shit. And then that's when you start to build that relationship with God. That's when you start to build that trust system, that bond with God. Because we all got a bond with God. It all depends. What deciphers us from each other is how tight your bond is. Point blank period. Everybody got a bond with God. It all depends on how tight your fucking bond is with God. Right? This is that energy in these moments in time here as we're going through some changes in our lives here. We're going to have to take initiative to move forward in our lives, right? That's where that indecision is coming in. Because we're at a crossroads within our lives that to get this next level with our name on it, we're going to have to leave that fuck shit behind. We can't bring no karmic shit with us. When you walk with God, you really walk with God, which we're human. We make motherfucking mistakes, but we consciously make a decision to be the best version of ourselves. So we're constantly trying to be better than we were yesterday. Better than we were 2 hours ago, better than we were last week, last year, etc., etc. This is that energy in these moments in time here. Trying to maintain the best version of yourself is a full-time job. Okay? That's that energy. The moment that you discover who you are, it's easy to discover who you are. But maintaining who the fuck you are is a full-time job. Right? You take action to love yourself. You take action to fuck with God. True shit. You take action to fuck with God because even though we all got that bond with God, you're going to have to take the initiative to fuck with God. God going to let you be who you are until you make it known that you want to fuck with God. So that being said, it's like two motherfuckers, right? Hopefully this example makes sense, right? It's like two motherfuckers in a crowded room, right? They fucking with each other. They're on one accord. One's on one side of the room and the other is on the other, right? This is like God. This is like you. We got a shit ton of people in the middle, right? You're both looking at each other, right? Both looking at each other. But how it's going to work? You're either going to have to walk and approach God or there's just going to be this crowd here. That's what it's going to be. You're going to have to, it's like two motherfuckers in the room looking at each other, staring at each other, wanting to connect with each other. But you're going to have to take that initiative to let God know that I'm trying to fuck with you, God. Right? Other than that, God's going to let you do what you do and love you unconditionally. Right? Right. Let's keep moving forward. Hopefully that example made sense, okay? Yeah. There's a lot of change happening for the collective in these moments in time because you guys are leveling up, okay? This also comes with purpose. If your purpose has been revealed to you or it's getting ready to be revealed to you, it's about you really walking into it. I feel like this energy has been coming up for the past month in these collective readings about y'all walking into your fucking purpose. Y'all know y'all's fucking purpose here. And it's like y'all scared to fucking give it to the world because of what the world thinks. Bro, if purpose is written on your fucking soul, fuck them. They don't pay your bills. They don't help you release this karmic debt that you got. They don't help you get closer to God. How the fuck do you give a fuck about somebody that can't even unlock their fucking soul? Don't even understand their fucking self. Right? This is that energy in these moments in time. When it comes to your purpose, it's time for us to walk in our purpose and be unapologetic of that shit. You get what I'm saying? That's hence why we got divine cycles. And we got karmic cycles. And we juggle them motherfuckers. Right? This is that energy in these moments in time. It's about fucking with yourself the long way, putting the cloak of God on. the sword, right? This is that energy. You're really understanding what you need right now, really remaining 10 toes down on your direction. As long as you staying focused on where you gotta go and you staying focused on God, everything else is a fucking distraction. And we ain't got time for that, right? This is that energy. As long as we're moving forward and becoming who we need to be, you are going to get to where you gotta go, okay? Let's keep moving forward, collective advice. Yeah, this is you really understanding the signs and synchronicities that God has given to you in these moments in time on the next moves in your life here. Okay? Because I feel like your intuition is speaking to you to do a few things, to shift a few things, to remove a few things in your life in these moments in time, to put you in a space of, I feel like it goes back to that ideology. If I could pull it out, hopefully it's here. Give me a second. Yeah. It goes back to that ideology of analyzing those pinnacles, slowing down to look at those pinnacles. What pinnacles in your harvest is they're actually fucking weeds that need to be pulled out by the root. That's hindering the growth of your harvest. This is that energy. I feel like this is going to be referenced. We'll leave that out. We're going to have to make a decision to remove those weeds. So our garden can continue to sprout. So our garden can continue to be abundant and just sprout overall, abundant. You know what I'm saying? Fucking fruitful, right? This is that energy in these moments in time here. It's about really taking the time to analyze those pinnacles. Because what is a pinnacle? Person, place, or thing. So it can come in the form of people. It can come in the form of jobs, people, places, and things, right? Family members, fucking old habits that you say you wasn't going to do no more, that you're indulging in, or shit that you know that you need to let go of, that we need to get on the road with, right? This is that energy in these moments in time here. Like I said, it's about analyzing, even though there's not even no weeds here, but what I'm seeing here is like, what is hindering the growth here? Right? This is that energy in these moments in time here. Yeah, it's about you really having that Phoenix rising energy in these moments in time here, but overcoming the misery here. Look at this man. He's like in despair about the cups that has fallen in his fucking life, right? This is that energy. This is like shit that God had to knock the fuck down because it wasn't a sturdy foundation. Instead of dwelling over this unsturdy foundation here, about we turn around and really look at those cups behind you. Those cups behind you, you can rebuild. That represents rebuilding something, right? Also, those two cups also represents, that's the Two of Cups, right? And we all know that that would be the lovers, I guess to say, or just two people in a connection, or that just you fucking with yourself the long way. Right? You getting to know you, right? This is that energy when you're down and out and no one's around, the money ain't around, the bitches and the niggas ain't around, nobody's around. You are left with you. So make sure you fucking with yourself on the long way, so because you gonna always be with you. God gonna always be with you, despite what your bank account look like, despite who's around you. Despite what house you got, what car you drive, who you know, who you fucking with. God's going to always be with you. And where's God? 6 inches below your chin in the heart space. So that being said, you are the God. Fucking with yourself on a whole nother level. What's great ways to fuck with yourself, right? I know on my path, I great ways that I would really fuck with myself like heavy is doing a lot of mirror work, a lot of self-talk affirmations on my walls. I remember like, I still do it once in a while, but at the beginning of my journey, I used to be like, you the shit, kid. You this, you that, you about to do this, you about to do that. Telling yourself, looking yourself in the fucking eyes and speaking to yourself. It hits different. Right? This is that energy. It helps build confidence. right? That's fucking with yourself the long way, right? Taking the time to acknowledge yourself, right? This is that energy in these moments in time here. It's about really continuing to build that strength with yourself, but overall build that strength with God, okay? Let's keep moving forward. Last deck, okay? Light work. This energy has to do with you really opening up to your communication lines for spirit. I also feel like open up your communication lines for a certain individual. Somebody's going to come in and really be very direct and clear to you about how they feel. I don't know who that's for. It could be romantic or platonic, whatever that is to you. This individual is going to give you some type of clarity that needs to be given, right? Because I feel like it's been passed overdue, right? And this is that energy in these moments in time here. Whatever this communication is, it's either going to come in 3 days, 3 weeks, okay? Or it could have already happened, right? 3 days ago, 3 weeks ago. Whatever this energy is here, the number 3 is very pivotal for whoever this energy is for. But overall, this energy has to do with you really trusting in your path and really making moves in your life, understanding what you need right now, tapping into your own inner strength and understanding the concept of manifestation, right? This is that energy, the head, shoulders, knees, and toes rant, right? Or ideology, that D-Boom. Y'all, for real, check that man out. He will put y'all on. Anyways, he was talking about in actually his recent videos. Anyways, let's keep moving forward. Let me get off his nuts real quick. Yeah, this has to do with really understanding how to manifest in these moments in time and really tapping into who you are and really not allowing the ills of the world to fucking burden you or overtake you, right? This is that energy in these moments in time here. If your circumstances in your life is feeling like it's weighing you the fuck down, that means that you gotta escape that shit. What's that mean? Whatever you do to escape that shit in a positive way now. We're talking about either meditation or going to God, speaking to God, fucking prayer, whatever you do to get out of this energy so the world don't fucking take you. Because you gotta understand, the world will swallow you fucking whole. It's cold out here. It's dark as fuck out here. You get what I'm saying? It's fucked up out here, right? This is that energy in these moments in time here. Not allowing our circumstances to fuck with who we are or dictate the inner you or dictate the moves that you're making in your life, right? Not allowing these illusions, these fucking distractions in your life to shift the way that you view yourself and also how you moving in life, right? This is that energy in these moments in time here. As long as you're tapping into who you need to be, you're going to get to where you need to go. Everything's going to work out exactly how it needs to. But there's a need for you to release some type of outcome of whatever this is. Okay? You holding your grip on something. This is that energy. Do you trust me? It's like God coming to you. Do you trust me? What I'm doing with your life. Do you trust me? Do you trust what I'm doing for you? Do you trust that the shit that I'm lining you up with is for your highest good? Right? And when you trust wholeheartedly, you're able to lose your grip on shit. Even when shit looks fucked up. Your foundation is never shaken when that relationship with God's like this. Let me say that again for the people in the back. Your foundation is never shaken when that relationship is like this with God. Right? It's about you getting square with yourself and understanding what you need and really tapping into this newness. Right? Really understanding the creator that you serve. What creator do you serve? What type of God do you serve? Because I know the God that I serve is still splitting Red Seas. Still turning water into fucking wine. Right? This is that energy in these moments in time here. Whatever that God is to you, okay? Let's go on and wrap this reading up, okay? With your message from the 4 agreements, okay? All right, your message is, don't make assumptions. Let your life be transformed, okay? When you stop making assumptions, your words become impeccable. And your life is completely transformed. Magic just happens in your life. What you need comes to you easily because spirit moves freely through you. Yeah, with this energy, the moment that you stop making shit happen is when shit starts happening. Let me say that again for the people in the back. The moment that you stop making shit happen is the moment that it happens. The moment that you unlock the door. The moment that shit lines up. The moment that you start to see God work in motion. Because we take actions, right? We take all the actions that we can to the point where we got to let go and let God. And this is that energy of letting go and let God, so God can step in and really work on your behalf. This is that energy in these moments in time here. Regardless of what's happening, everything's going to line up exactly how it does, right? Exactly how it needs to. It all depends on your belief system. Damn. Your belief system. What God do you serve, okay? All right, I think I'm going to leave it there. Remember, our readings are not for all, they're for some. Take what you need and leave the rest, as well as we got that slot open for personal readings. If you feel guided or interested in purchasing one of those, you know what to do. DM me. We can get you set up, okay? Come fuck with your girl, okay? As well as drop a comment down below. Let me hear from you guys. It's going to start the discussion so we all can get on one accord. As well as it's going to share these vids, man. Let's get this divine knowledge out here for the collective so we all can get on one accord, okay? So closing this out, I want y'all to stay up. Stay connected with your source. Stay connected with your star player, okay? I want y'all to have a good night, and bye-bye.